Everybody, is Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast. Oh my God, what a shameful exit for the LA Lakers losing in 5 to the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? I mean, there's no more Lakers in 5 talk. Oh God, I was getting nauseating. I wasn't rooting against the Lakers. Okay, but you look at this Lakers team, nobody had the Minnesota Timberwolves winning this series in round 1. Everybody thought that, Anthony Edwards was going to be a showcase series for Anthony Edwards, right? Even though they may lose this series, can Anthony Edwards stand out? And boy, I got to tell you, he actually did stand out in this series. He really did. It was a total team collective effort. But boy, oh boy, did he have some help and some dogs in this series, especially in this series, but specifically in this last game. You want to talk about Rudy Gobert? Nobody penciled in Rudy Gobert for having almost 30 points, right? 9 offensive rebounds, right? He gets 24 rebounds total. Gobert was an absolute beast tonight. Look, they kept panning the camera on Jackson Hayes as to JJ, are you going to put him in? I'm not saying that Jackson Hayes would have held up well against Gobert, but he definitely would have gave Gobert just a little bit of problems just to kind of throw him off. Okay, Lakers kind of went small most of the time, and Gobert feasted. I got to credit the Minnesota Timberwolves, probably thinking that, JJ yanked Hayes out in game 4, didn't give him a lot of run time. He's like, this is probably a game for Gobert to feast, and he did, right? For Gobert's size, he was getting killed. Gobert had a lot of defensive duties in this series, but his rebounding we were questioning, you're not getting enough rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Not enough block shots, but Gobert was contesting a lot. And tonight Gobert probably put the best game of his career, considering the stakes and the magnitude altogether. You know what I'm saying? The Wolves are looking smarter and smarter for the Karl-Anthony Towns trade, okay? It gave more space for Anthony Edwards, but that also led for him getting double teamed. And look, man, Anthony Edwards, his game, he only has 15 points, but the impact that he had on his game, he's 0 for 11. Just the amount of double teams that he was getting and just constantly making the right play and letting the game come in. This was a series of Anthony Edwards at 23 years old playing like a seasoned playoff vet. Okay, he picked his spots throughout this entire series, excellent. And he didn't force anything. He did not force anything. Even again tonight, he played excellent defense tonight. Okay, he even got you 11 rebounds. He got you a double still. You know what I'm saying? 8 assists, right? He was teetering on a triple-double. Nobody's gonna talk about his performance, but down the stretch, very critical defensively, made some smart plays out of the double team. Just a total team effort. This Minnesota Timberwolves team is live. Okay, you know what? Obviously, it's easier. It was like once the series was tied 1-1, I was like, okay, this could get a little hairy. Then they go up 2-1. This is looking rough. Lakers got to win game 4. But at that point, I was like, this series is 50-50. But prior to going to this series, it was like, I expect Minnesota Timberwolves to give the Lakers a fight, but Lakers can win. I didn't really think 5. You know what I'm saying? It would have been impressive if the Lakers did win this series in 5, but I was like, okay, I get the Lakers to win this series in 6. Not at all, man. Rudy Gobert, I'm very impressed. I'm shocked that he doesn't do this on a regular basis. And then the Lakers. Luka misses a bunny at the end. Okay, their defense was very bad, sloppy with the ball. LeBron James didn't score till late in the 4th. This, in my opinion, guys, I think that whatever LeBron James decides to do, if he does want to come back, you're going to talk about strap up for another 82-game season, guys, at 40, 41 years old, and do this with Luka Doncic. Tough. It seemed like the Lakers, you saw the best of the Lakers in game 2 in the playoffs, and that was it. And then you saw the best of the Lakers this year when they're on this 18-2 stretch or 18-3 stretch, whatever stretch it was, not too long after Luka came there. You saw peak Lakers during the regular season, and then when it came time to playoff basketball, everything slowed down. Everything slowed down. JJ Redick got coached by Coach Finch and that Minnesota Timberwolves coaching staff. This was an excellent. They played well defensively the entire time. Outside of game 2, The Minnesota Timberwolves is in control of this series. And I like their chance, man. This is great. I mean, the Anthony Edwards, like, I never looked at this Timberwolves team as a young team. I looked at them as a seasoned playoff team. They've been in the playoffs, 2 of the last 4 years or something like that, 3 of the last 4 years, something like that, right? So Anthony Edwards got playoff experience. He definitely got that playoff experience last year in the losing the Western Conference Finals to Luka Doncic. He gets his get back, okay, with a different team. And I got to say, Julius Randle, I mean, what a hell of a series this guy's had. I mean, talk about the ultimate running mate. And I got Naz Reid, good defensively, but he didn't have a big game. Edwards didn't have a big game, right? So you know what? You had a consistent running mate in Julius Randle. Julius Randle, you know what? He is showing, like, at 30 years old, in this series, he was a damn good second option. He was the relief valve. A lot of the doubles that Edwards was getting out of, he was swinging to Randle, and Randle is he's a stretch big, small forward, wing, whatever, and like he got handles and he can cause havoc in driving and his aggression to the basket, and he fights for rebounds. He causes a lot of havoc, even though it don't show up on the stat line of what he does with, like, he had 5 rebounds, but I mean, he's always a menace in the paint. He causes a lot of fouls. I mean, he was excellent. And people had questions when they got him. He was hurt. Nobody really knew how Randle would have fit. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I even made a vid early, like in the middle of the season. It was kind of like, did the New York Knicks really win this trade? You know what I'm saying? Right now, it look, and shout out to Alex Rodriguez, all these guys. You know what I'm saying? In the front office, there was front office turmoil, all this stuff going on with Minnesota, with ownership and stuff like that. And to put this product together in the summer, getting DiVincenzo, getting Julius Randle, getting rid of Karl Anthony Towns, who is having a decent playoff himself out east with the New York Knicks. And then we seeing, like, okay, is Julius Randle a poor comp in this trade, right? With his playoff, mistakes and just not being able to be relied upon, injury history. Okay, during the regular season, we didn't know how he really fit. They put it all together. They put a total game plan to dispatch the Lakers at 5, which is highly impressive. And now Anthony Edwards, in my opinion, I mean, he's a superstar, right? He became a superstar last year. He is a top 5 player. In my opinion, now he's a top 4 player. If you're going to start accounting for adding to his team success, his impact on the court, even when he's not scoring, he's playing like a vet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he wanted the fight. He won the challenge before the series started. He said nobody wanted to see us win. I disagreed with that. I thought if he got through this series, right, I was like, this is still good for the NBA. I'm not buying into the whole they want to see the Lakers and Celtics and Lakers in the finals, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We want to see the up and coming star players, and I think that now we can. We can slowly, as he continues, especially in this run this season, right? If he gets to the finals, awesome. If he gets to another Western Conference Finals, really cool. But he's really starting to inch towards even being the face of the league. I mean, in many people's eyes, you can make the case that to beat the LA Lakers, the star-studded LA Lakers with LeBron and James and Luka Doncic, I mean, you can say that, you know what, Anthony Edwards is the face of the league now. Absolutely, you can book it. Man, what a hell of a series, man. Lakers got a lot of questions to answer. Okay, obviously not having a big man was some problems for them. They're going to have to address that in the offseason. Luka Doncic is going to have to, he's going to have to get in shape. He is going to have to get in shape and work on being more, he's going to want to have to show more effort on defense, but that's going to have to start with him getting in shape. This is why right now, this is going to add a lot of credence, okay, to Lord Voldemort Nico Harrison trading away Luka Doncic, right? Okay, like his name is not to be spoken on Dallas. This is probably gonna be the first night that Nico Harrison can get some good, nice rest. Okay, the only problem with that whole trade was people just felt that you didn't get much equity back, but nonetheless, we see why you gotten rid of Luka Doncic. It's gonna add, that conversation is gonna start. LeBron James, does he want to do this all over again? This is it. I don't see LeBron James win a championship. Not anymore. I don't. And I like LeBron James. He's a GOAT player. Okay, he's a Mount Rushmore player. Okay, this series doesn't determine at 40 years old the fact that he's even in the playoffs at 40, putting up the numbers that he's been putting up and dropping a 38-point game in this series. I'm not going to sit up here and bash LeBron James and his legacy because of this. I mean, who would have predicted LeBron James would be 22 years into the NBA with a team like this at number 3 seed with projections to get to the finals, right? I mean, it's still impressive, but I'll let the Laker haters and LeBron James haters feast on that. I'm not going to do that here. I'm not going to get on JJ Redick. You can really get into some of the lineup issues that he was throwing out there, not putting Jackson Hayes in when you thought it could have been a good spot. Dorian Finney-Smith and Gabe Vincent, I've mentioned this throughout the series. When the Lakers win big, they have those guys rolling. I credit the Timberwolves for just kind of not getting those guys out of whack in this entire series. 7 points, and then for Finney-Smith and Gabe Vincent, he had 2 points late, but he had 0 points for the whole game in 19 minutes. That was in 26 minutes. 26 minutes. Actually, he had 0 points. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys, when the Lakers are rolling, you have the other ancillary pieces contributing heavily. Okay, and Dorian Finney-Smith and Gabe Vincent was almost unplayable this series. You throw out Finney-Smith for defensive purposes, and he did well at times defensively, but just not enough. Man, the talk, I can't imagine what the talk's going to be tonight and tomorrow about the LA Lakers. And just it is going to be all Laker talk, but we gotta really, really put some shine on the Minnesota Timberwolves with just some of the changes they made in the offseason and them putting it all together. And Rudy Gobert out of all players, right, was the best player damn near on the court tonight, man. Hell of a game, man. Hell of a series, man. LA going to Cancun. No more Lakers in 5 stuff, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this game. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.